Today I'm going to demo how to make a Texas baked brisket that I found on Paula Deen's site using a dry rub and your beef brisket, about 4.5 pounds, beef stock, and a roasting pan. Now, if you don't have a roasting pan, you might have to makeshift something so that the meat isn't sitting in the liquid when it's time for that. For the purposes of this video, I have set my dry ingredients out separately, but normally I would just put them in a bowl and mix them together. But it's always good to be prepared. So once we have all our dry ingredients, and again, this is a corned beef brisket, but it could just be a regular piece of brisket, and our roasting pan, we will mix all our ingredients. I will wash the meat first, taking out the extra seasoning that came in the packet, set it into the roasting pan, and begin mixing all our ingredients together. Now, as I said earlier, this isn't an exact recipe, meaning that if you put a little bit of extra spice, it's no big deal. I actually usually add an extra bay leaf in mine because I just like the seasoning a little bit more. So we'll just mix it up using a fork, nothing special, and we will apply liberally on the meat. So once everything is mixed thoroughly, just apply to the meat. Make sure you're getting it all in the grooves, top and bottom, on the sides, as well as you can. Now, I usually let the brisket sit at least 30 minutes, say, on the countertop. You probably could leave it overnight in the refrigerator if you like, but I find that leaving it in the leaving it on the countertop for about 30 minutes helps just the meat absorb the seasonings. Then we're going to put it in the oven, bake it for an hour on 350. Now at this point, this is the halfway point. This is 30 minutes in. I find to help sort of seal the juices, I will turn the meat 30 minutes into it and let it bake the remaining 30 minutes at 350. Once that's done, I'll add the beef stock and water to the pan. Now, I will fully admit I don't measure this. I put the whole box that I have, whatever size it is, and I just sort of eyeball it and add some water. The main thing is not to have it exact, but I usually don't use the beef stock that often, and I don't want to waste it. Now this is the biggest tip. Make sure when you seal the pan, you seal it as best as possible with some foil. This helps seal all the moisture in and will keep your meat nice and moist at 300 for the next 2.5 to 3 hours. When it comes out, it's nice and tender, and you'll have a scrumptious meal. Bon appetit!